on to calling the last PropTech for the day, ZeroChaos. Please welcome Anil, CTO, and Mr. Manoj Agarwal, founder. They optimize non-permanent workforce management for businesses globally, making managing people as easy as managing projects. So the timer starts now.
Thank you so much. I would like to try and beat Govind's 20% efficiency so that, because that's what our platform is about, bringing in efficiency. The most beautiful moments of everyone's life is owning a property, right? But what happens in reality when you do a resale transactions? They go through a lot of trust and transparency issues, confusing, slow, full of revisions, endless paperwork, taking leaves, lack of processes, you have to run around too many places, and most of all, it's the risky financial transactions that happen, right? It's a horrifying experience if you do a resale transactions. So that's where we asked ourselves, why should property ownership be such a chaos? That's where the name comes, ZeroChaos. With our expertise in terms overall 100 plus years of combined expertise in the IT and the real estate, 13 plus years of delighting customers and designing trustworthy processes, what we realized is it requires a very secure and transparent and technology-driven platform. That's where we realized we should turn complexity into clarity, right? It was built with 6 pillars. First is the trust through transparency. Every step is visible to all parties involved, right from the lawyer, be it whoever the party is involved. And second is escrow transactions. Until and unless the document is signed by both parties, the transaction doesn't happen fully. And then simplicity to technology. So we put a lot of tech into that so that we can simplify the whole process. And complete traceability. So there is a complete audit trail that can be done. And accessibility through integrations. There are multiple integrations that we have done already on the platform. And this can be accessed from anywhere in the world, right? So there are people who travel back to India, try to do the financial transactions, all that is taken care on the platform. And lastly, the secure signatures on the platform itself so that there is centralized documentation that can be done. So there's a seamless collaboration between all the parties, right? From buyer, seller, bank agent, CA, realtor, lawyer, even the power of attorneys. So entire thing. We are also working with the government for the sub-registrar part of it. Why customers prefer ZeroChaos? So first of all, no risky payments without documentation because all agreements are in place. Then no traveling with papers around so that you don't have to go to lawyer, show it to him. Everything can be done online. You can just engage the lawyer on the platform. They will review the process, they'll give their inputs, and the other parties can. And no more taking leaves. You don't have to take leaves, travel back to India, just do the paperwork and stay here for a month and try to do the transactions. And no endless revisions and missed updates, right? Everything is available on the platform. Most of all, no complex manual calculations because when there are multiple parties involved, when the wife, husband are the owners and partial ownership is there are a lot of complex calculations when there is a sale transaction that happens at every step and also the reversal happens. So all that can be done on the platform. It's all taken care. Okay, I'll hand it over to Manoj.
So this is the market opportunity we have in India actually. So currently if you look at not only in Bangalore, in India, the real estate resale market is highly organized. This is where we come into picture actually. So the number we have picked up from Google or Perplexity, housing.com can give a better number, more accurate number on this platform actually. So currently our business model, we are charging for rental agreement for only 500 rupees. For each sale, 10,000 rupees. And if the customer wants hand-holding, we have the domain expertise of a resale market. So this is where we charge 50,000 rupees. Where we assign a property expert also along with the tech solution. So currently we are operations in above states for the rental agreement part. For property sale part, we are focusing only on Bangalore for the time being.
So from a product perspective, we have been completely operational and we have been doing about 1,000 rental agreements per annum plus 50 property sale transactions per annum. And as part of the next version, we are revamping our UI UX. We are also working on the primarily mobile apps so that it's accessible and easy and get the notifications at the right time. And that's what we are working on. And in terms of AI, everybody talks about AI. Right now, we don't have any AI and we are not planning to because we want to basically fix the basic processes in place. Myself, Anil Danti, CTO and co-founder. I have about 28 years of experience. I worked with IBM. I used to work in US for 10 years. And I have also worked with a startup as part of the journey. And Manoj?
So I have a unique experience. I have moved 28 times in my life across the globe. 10 cities in US for 10 years. In Europe, France, Germany, London, Dubai, China, Bangalore, Delhi, Bombay, Assam, like across the world basically. And I was in the IT for 20 years. And for last 13 years, we are a full-time real estate house called Agarwal Estates. So this platform is the basically product of my learning experience as a broker in India. So this is the beauty of the platform actually. That typically once the buyer and seller exchange hands, it takes 90 days when the seller gets the money in the hand. Here, with this process, it's 45 days. Second beauty is, even this 45 days, right? The number of time which my team member puts on the customer is reduced significantly. So one broker now can do 4 deals in 2 months instead of earlier for 6 months, basically. So that is saving a lot of time and lot of automation and knowledge base is between the platform.
Thank you so much.
This is our punchline, basically.
Yeah, thanks. So Agarwal ji, when starting, the way you mentioned so many cities, ऐसा लगा अग्रवाल मूवर एंड पैकर का ऐड चल रहा है.
They are my relative, by the way.
Okay.
Long distance.
So that explains. See, registration, legal work. So there are 3 key things. One is trust. People want to trust it's like family doctor, right? Trusted lawyer, trusted broker. So trust. Second, regional complexity. Hyderabad is different, Bangalore is different, Mumbai is different. And third is there will be human intervention, like a manual offline intervention, and a plenty. You will require an army. So on these 3 points, if you can just highlight how you are managing, planning or overcoming that.
So that is the main purpose of focusing purely on Bangalore for the time being. So I think we have become the expert in the Bangalore market. And when I say Bangalore market, you can say Karnataka actually. State is a land subject, right? And me being a broker for last 13 years, we have the connects across India. I know a lot of good brokers in this space. So idea is to work with them and become their tech behind the part basically. We want to become the square yards of resale market in India. So as far as the main concern of the home buyer is for legal verification. Second, when they pay the token advance, how much they can trust the broker or the seller. On paper, it looks like most of the buyer think they trust the broker. In reality, I can tell you honestly, they don't actually. Since they don't have a choice, they come to us. But this platform with escrow enablement, right? So buyer's money is secured until and unless in the platform, the lawyer says, go ahead. The document is legally clear, right? MO is digitally signed. After that, only through the escrow payment, money is now paid to the seller. So buyer will get that emotional safety basically. Those are some of the key features. This is how I address it. Legal part, right? A lawyer takes a lot of time otherwise. And if you don't give the entire set of document to lawyer in one shot, what happens? You'll keep the file aside. After 1 month, they call him, "Arey, your document chahiye." So we solve this problem here. Everything is online. So if something is missing, we can tell through the checklist. Look, the seller gives this document, then only we will process the next part basically. So I'm PMP certified, project management, PGMP, Six Sigma, IT, ITL, everything, right? So whatever I learned based on my global experience, everything is implemented in this one. We have more than 3,000 testimonials, which is unheard of in listed market in India because of those checks and balances basically. That will bring the trust.
And the manual intervention, human intervention, sub-registrar's office.
That will be scaling will be a challenge. That will be a challenge. So as of now, I don't have an answer, but at least last mile is still an issue.
So this is indeed a problem that you are trying to solve. This is very, very complex problem. How do you, or what stops housing.com or magicbricks.com, etc., from getting into this space and doing it all end to end, given that they already have huge brand presence and the trust?
The know-how, the process, the domain knowledge. I can guarantee you only 1% of the current brokers in India have their expertise. You can count in numbers actually. Either they will see taxation law in India is very complicated. If you're an NRI, 50% tax. If you're an NRI renting out a property, 33% tax. On which point the buyer and seller will fight on the legal issues. So we have the domain expertise. So we have built in that as a part of knowledge base. This is how I run the business as well. So those things are part of the tool as well. This is where to help them. So they cannot have that knowledge, right? In day one. There is a struggle basically. I have learned the hard way. And unfortunately, everybody has to go through this journey in this space. But the market is so unstructured basically, unorganized. I'm taking my chances. Make a difference.
Do you charge the broker or do you charge the client?
We charge the client. Suppose this direct deal between buyer and seller. Then we charge from buyer seller 50,000 rupees. So right now we do this consulting for a lot of customer actually. They'll find a house of their own. Friend ne becha, isne becha, right? Then they come to us and we make the deal happen through the platform. We charge 50,000. If they're self-sufficient, with the help of a broker, then 10,000 rupees.
Wouldn't you be able to scale faster if you provide it as a tool for a broker?
I'm a broker, so I know they won't trust me with their data. I won't actually. To tell the truth, right?
Yeah.
Will I trust somebody else answering with my data?
Okay.
Only one question.
Okay.
What stops housing.com or no broker to do something like this as fast as probably you've done?
Domain knowledge acquire, it's very, very difficult. People, see, you cannot download Roti from Google. This business says, this Mr. said, right, Mr. Parikh, that you have to work with the people on the ground, right? So we have built that expertise in the last 13 years in Bangalore. I have a 50-member team doing the resale transaction and rental market in India, right? So the things which I have gained, and all my team members are highly, highly qualified. So whatever I learned, nobody can pick it up from me. There's a company in Japan called Sumo. They reached out to us a couple of months back. How we can work with them together for Indian market.
When we started building this platform, the first thing Manoj gave me is a big pile of process documents, right? So he said, this is how complex the processes are. Now let me break it down and tell you, okay, this is how it should function. So that's how we translated that into a platform.
I have actually this much page of documents printed for the entire process actually. Every small thing you tell it, it's all documented with me.
Did you go through it manually?
No, I think GPT was not there at that time and it was not that popular where we could, use it. But today, definitely, if you want to implement AI, we can do a lot of things in terms of the legal document verification. A lot of processes can be implemented because I myself work in AI a lot. We are doing a lot of solutions as an AI company. But, that's one of the areas we can implement. But right now, that we don't see the need of investing into that.
So we can finish the rental in 5 minutes, from end to end basically.
Yeah.
Including buyer, owner, rent, everything within 5 minutes. Aadhaar-based authentication or DC signature.
Everything.
And that's time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we have all the 12, a round of applause for Mr. Manoj Agarwal
Clap for your.
and Mr. Anil from ZeroChaos. Thank you very much for your presentation.